All right, thank you for staying with us. It's still a special coverage of the Ondo governorship election. And like we mentioned earlier, we have our correspondents scattered across the state, bringing us up to speed with developments there as the process goes on. We have joining us now Sarah Ayeku, who is in Okitipupa, Ondo South, to bring us up to speed with developments. Sarah, quickly talk to us. What more do we need to know at this point? I hope there is no drama at this point.
So I brought you to a place with less drama, but a lot of people. So you see the population here. So I'm in another local government, not too far from Okitipupa local government. This is Irele local government. And so this is a polling unit 001, Ward 6. Methodist Primary School to be specific, and you can see the number of people at this particular polling unit. So we're expecting to see about 803 voters at this polling unit. So you can imagine what the security operatives have been going through since morning, trying to control the crowd. In this particular polling unit, there is a bit of order because you see that they barricaded the voting area, but the voting area is still very crowded with a lot of people. There is no demarcation for separate queues for male, females, persons with disability. We don't see that here. Everybody is on one queue. One man, one vote. That's what you see on this particular queue. So let me try and bring in one of the voters. He voted a couple of minutes ago, so I'm going to bring him on to share his experience and talk to us about what he thinks, what he has observed so far. To this election. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
first off, tell us your name and what's your observation of the election so far?
My name is Prince Olujimi Adekale Jaff. And I came all the way from Canada because of this election.
From Canada just for this election?
Yes, just for this election. And so far, the election has been going smoothly. As you can see, the whole crowd are here. Everybody's conducting themselves peacefully. And I'm very sure in the next few hours, the election here will be over. This is Unit 1, Ward 1. Yeah? Unit 1, Ward 1 in Irele government. This is Methodist Primary School, Ode Irele.
Cool stuff. So it's not Ward 6, it's Ward 1. But talk to us about your observation of INEC's conduct so far and also security operatives. How have they been able to conduct themselves in this election?
The INEC function here have been so perfect, you know. Though
no beavers malfunctioning.
No, there is some little hiccups of beavers not capturing the old people, but it's just I mean minute. It's not a chunk of the people. Just one or two like that, which is still very okay. You know, we are dealing with machine here, so we're bound to have one or two issues, hiccups.
What of the security operatives?
Security operatives are very, very okay. You can see that everybody is conducting themselves peacefully. The military, the army, they are there. The police are on ground. The civil defense are on ground, and everybody we're all one family here. Thank you very much.
So much. Yeah. So, Veronica, right, you see the orderliness as against what we had in Okitipupa, where we had that chaotic scene. So the scene here is a bit different, where you have a polling booth area. So that's where the beavers machine is, where you have them voting and accreditation ongoing. Of course, simultaneously, you have about 2 police officers around that area, ensuring that people do not overcrowd the INEC ad hoc staff. So this is the voting area where you get to print, and then cast your vote. And then you go back to that area where the ballot box is to drop in your ballot paper. So here is a bit orderly as against what we saw in Okitipupa. Veronica.
How about persons with disability? Have you seen anyone? And the elderly, how were they treated by the INEC ad hoc staff?
We've not seen anybody yet with a disability. You know that INEC has tried to cater to that special category. For now, we just have one single queue, one on this side and then one on the other, but both male and females are on the same line. For the elderly, what they do is just bring them to the front. When they see an elderly person, they bring them to the front to cast their votes, and then that's it. It's not like there is a separate line or a separate queue for the older persons, but special consideration is given to the older citizens. But for every other person, right, it's one man, one vote, one woman, one vote, and then you have to queue. So in a couple of hours, the time is about 11 o'clock now, so in a couple of hours, by 2:30, everybody on the queue should have finished voting, because we're expecting to see about 803 voters in this polling unit. So any moment, that's about 2:30, we should see people off the queue. Hopefully, we don't get more people come out to join the queue by 2:30, and then we'll get to know who the next governor of Ondo State is after a long battle, because it's been a battle really for all of the contenders, particularly for the major political parties. It's been really contentious.
I just want us to speak to the persons, the demography of voters that I'm seeing. I'm seeing quite a number of young persons there. I don't know if you were able to speak with them on what the motivation is for them to turn out to vote.
You know, I'm really inspired. You know, I've seen a lot of young people on the queue. I spoke with one of them earlier this morning at Okutukpa local government. She's a 20-year-old canvassing. She's a party canvasser, so she's looking out, telling voters to come out and vote for our own candidates. Not even for the major political parties now, for one of the for other political parties. So she is coming out as a party canvasser. She's a 20-year-old coming out to canvass, you know, for our party, and also to encourage people to come out. And when I asked her about why she decided to, you know, step up and take up the responsibility of canvassing for votes or looking out for being involved in the political process, she said it's time for the young people to be involved in the process. We've been laid back for too long, and so that's why she feels it's very important for her to be part and not just be on the sidelines, to be part of the process, canvassing for our party candidates, canvassing and asking people to come out to vote, because she feels that this particular vote, with these votes, they can actually make a change and create that change they want to see in Ondo State.
Also, many of the persons you interacted with, have they shown, you know, faith and trust in the process, trust in INEC as well? And also, one more thing, for persons who have actually come out to vote, because I can see a considerable number of persons there, tell us, what are the expectations for whoever emerges winner?
There is like a tall list, like the wish list is very long, but everything all centers around the economy, right? So everyone is making demands, laying demands. Of course, good roads are part of the demands that they had put on that wish list. Good roads, healthcare system, improved healthcare system. Ondo State is very peculiar because most of the health workers are not really satisfied with their salaries, the mode of operation in the healthcare system. So they are looking forward to a time where the healthcare system would be more robust than it is right now. And so they are hoping that there will be better healthcare, better schools, little or no cost education for their children, but majorly agriculture and then the economy, because this is an agrarian community, right? And they are looking forward to that time where a man or a woman can sustain his or her family. So everything all borders on economy. Everybody wants to live a better life. Everybody wants to get something new, you know, from the governor. But let me just ask him, because he came from Canada. So I want to ask him why he did come from Canada and how significant this election is for him. Thankfully, he's still around us. But what really are your expectations for the new governor?
Well, my expectation for the new government of Ondo State is development. Understand? Government of the people. As we all know, today is not for campaign, but we know that by the end of the day, the best candidates will emerge. And I'm very sure that we are going to start reaping the dividend of democracy in Ondo State.
What, in specific terms, what are you looking out for? Okay. So like in 4 years, right, what would you like to see compared to what we've seen under Arakuri, Rotimi Akeredolu?
Yeah. In specific terms, I want to see the Diaspora Smart Village, which is one of the laudable initiative of Mr. Governor, Diaspora Smart City in Akure, to start functioning. And also, our bitumen is here. We are resting on gold mine. We are the second largest in the whole world.
That's bitumen.
Bitumen.
Yeah. Yes.
So I'm looking for bitumen. So I'm looking for a government. I'm expecting a government that will bring investors where our bitumen can be explored. You know, we have it in large quantity. Understand? We are the second largest in the whole world. Canada, where I came from, more than 40% of their dependence is on bitumen.
All right, thank you so much. So he has talked about the fact that Ondo State has large quantity and deposit of bitumen. And so we're hoping that the next governor, of course, will come up with very specific initiatives and not just pulling out skill acquisition programs that may not be quantifiable or beneficial to the people of Ondo State.